Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Miami's offense will start this game off with the football. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He wants to change this route. Now he's looking to throw it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Gomez. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. He wants to throw it again. Got the quick pass. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Flowers. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
This is a designed run. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Might as well give it to him again. Plows through the defense. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
Touchdown, UNC! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Looking for a man. It's Gomez. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Off play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Yoder. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Gomez. Going deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. Bust through behind his pad. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Running to Green. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. from the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Provo. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
It's complete to the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Finds his tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. To the air, it's Gomez. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Just keeps slinging it. Got his man quickly. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Calls his own number. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, Hurricane! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Madden.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Punch it out of the air. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
Second down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first...
Speeding down the left side. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. From the gun, looking for a man. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Gomez. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And back to the air on second down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Madden. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And it's clear, The aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Madden. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Gomez. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the ground. He's got it again.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And as he throws, he's got an open man. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Gomez. Quickly to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Wants to throw again. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll go to the counter play. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. Catches it at the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach. And the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Gomez. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly deep downfield. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. to throw on first down. And wings it incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They go to the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Under fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Looking downfield, it's Gomez. Throws for the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, looking for the completion. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Back to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running back searching for a hole. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Gomez. Out out of the backfield, he's open. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On fourth down, going to the air. He'll try to do it himself. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down. Snagged in the middle, it's Yoder. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground with the back. He breaks a tackle. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Get it out on the screen. Powers through the defender. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The Hurricanes in a good spot here with second and short. They'll go right back to the run. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Scanning the field, it's Gomez. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Tar Heels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they get the third down stop. What a play by this defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they fires toward the end zone. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Looking for more room.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop. Forcing a turnover. Best case scenario. Offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Gomez. The throw to the outside is complete. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance late in the game. Final drive coming for this offense. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Got his man. Touchdown, Caves. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Yoder. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. His drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Yes, they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Yoder. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference